involves a chunk of our studio audience, a special guest, and one person sitting at home. So here to close the show are Penn Teller and a bunch of you.
Yeah, a bunch of you. Now, we're all gonna do a trick together for one person who's not even here in the theater. So Teller has handed out to 52 of you these envelopes. Now, all of you that are standing up have an envelope. Now, they all look pretty much the same, but in the dot of the question mark, they all have the name of a card. Like this one is the 3 of clubs. So right now, if you get an envelope, don't open it, but just look in that dot and see what card you have. And this trick is called multiple outs, because really sneaky magicians do this thing where they have multiple endings to the trick they don't know in advance. So one of you will have the card that the person we call selects. If that person picks the card that you have, you keep standing. All the 51 of you that don't have that card will sit down. So we'll have one person who's standing who has the card that is selected. Now, we're gonna call somebody, and to call that person, we have our buddy and star of CW's In the Dark, Rich Sommer. Hey, Rich, how you doing,
Penn?
baby?
Very well.
Now,
Good to see you.
You are not gonna believe how little you were gonna do in this trick.
Oh.
You're really just picking the person we're gonna do it for at home.
Okay.
Now, I wanna make sure this is all out in front. We've already asked you to take your phone, put it on our Wi-Fi, and we've asked you to text a friend and tell them nothing except we're gonna do a trick with them, and then we're gonna put them up on the screen. Is that right?
He doesn't even know some of that. But
Okay. Could I have your phone,
Yes,
if you will? And who are we calling?
We're gonna call my best friend from growing up, Matt. His parents took us to our first Penn and Teller show when we were 13.
Oh,
So,
really?
yes.
Wow. Why don't you
Yes.
call him and I'll
Okay.
take the phone from you, and then
Okay.
you can just sit down and watch us work.
Okay.
And you got to do this. Is Matt here. We're going to call Matt. Hey, Matt, this is Penn Gillette of Penn and Teller. Rich told you that we were going to call, but he might not have told you we're going to put you up on the screen. Do you have pants on? Are you decent? Can we put you up on the screen?
Sure, yeah. I'm
Okay,
wearing
good.
pants.
Let's put you up on the screen there. And now we're going to everybody say hi to Matt. Say hi to Matt. Matt, you're up here on our screens here. We're all set to go. They're all looking at you. We're gonna do a card trick for you, Matt, and you can name any card you want, but think carefully, because we're gonna blow your mind on this, so I don't want you saying later that I manipulated you, or I did something, or I leaned into something. Really feel like you had a free choice, Matt. Just name any card in a standard deck of 52.
All right. 8 of diamonds.
8 of diamonds. Okay, no special significance to you, is that right? You just
No, not
picked
at
it
all.
at random. And where are you right now, Matt?
I'm in the bathroom of my basement.
That's more information I needed. I wondered what state.
Oh, I'm in Minnesota.
Minnesota. And you just thought of the 8 of
You got it.
diamonds. Now, we couldn't possibly know that you picked the 8 of diamonds, but we set something up for you that I think you're gonna find pretty remarkable, Matt. We have one person in the audience who, before we called you, we had stand up and gave an envelope to, and that is Karen. We had Karen stand up before we even called you, and we gave her an envelope. Now, this is Karen right here. Hello, Karen.
Hi.
Now, please.
Hi, Matt.
Answer everything completely honestly. Before we even called Matt, we had you stand up, is that right?
Correct.
And we gave you that envelope.
Yes.
And you have not opened it, is that right?
Not open.
So,
No.
Karen, for the first time right now, would you open that envelope? There'll be one card in there, one card only. Pull it out, show it to Matt, please. Turn it around. The 8 of diamonds, and show it on camera right there. The 8 of diamonds right there, Matt. The 8 of diamonds. But you know something, Matt? You were 13 years old. You went to see Penn and Teller. You went with your buddy Rich, and now you're kind of left out of something that everybody else knows. And I want to bring you up to speed so you're on equal footing with everybody. Okay, Matt? Everything Karen said was true, completely true. But we didn't tell you everything.
Okay.
Karen was standing up before the show, but so were 51 other people. 51 sat down. If you have an envelope, just hold up the envelope. Hold up the envelope right there. See? They all have envelopes, and if you picked a different card, it would have just been a different person. Like if you'd picked, for instance, the 9 of clubs. Stand up. If you picked the 9 of clubs, it would have been this person here. And what's your name?
Chris.
Chris. And I would have asked you, you've been standing up the whole time, and he would have been, because he wouldn't have sat down. And I would have asked if you'd open the envelope, and you would have said no, right? Yeah. And he's telling the truth completely, just like Karen. And then you would have opened the envelope, Chris, and then read what it says on the one card that's in there. Would you please?
This is not the chosen card. Wow, Penn and Teller fooled us.
It says, this is not the chosen card. Wow, Penn and Teller fooled us. You picked the 8 of diamonds, it was Karen, but if you picked the 9 of clubs, it wouldn't have been right. It would have been wrong. As a matter of fact, the rest of the 50 of you, would you all open your envelopes, please, right now? There's only one card in each of your envelopes. Would all 50 of you just open up your envelopes and pull out the one card that's in there? And would all 50 of you together, slowly, loudly, and in unison, please read what it says on the one card in your envelope?
This is not the chosen card. Wow, Penn and Teller fooled us.
Only Karen had your chosen card, the 8 of diamonds. I think we fooled you, Matt. Here's your buddy, Rich. And thank you so much,
Thank
Rich.
you.
Was that too hard work for you?
No, I did it.
You did a fine job right there. Beautifully done, thank you.
I have a card that says, wow, Penn and Teller fooled me. And I got another card that says, we'll be back next week with more amazing magic. Good night from Las Vegas.